There we go. All right. Good afternoon. Fari Hamza here of Hamza Analytics LLC. It's 5:10 p.m. On Sunday, the 12th of June, 2022. First of all, I'm sorry it was rescheduled. We're going tremendous growing pains. Hardware software. Of course, 4 weeks ago, the powers to be at Microsoft decided to torpedo everybody with that lousy update on their .NET, which is how TraceStation stores its data. What is a chart? It's a series of data points. It's got to be stored somewhere because we're going to run indicators on it. We're going to run, strategies, all that. So when you mess that up, it's like taking one of the pillars of a Golden Gate down the bridge. You're going to get into trouble. On the first high volatility, big move from an electric wind, you're done. Anyhow, it felt like that. In the midst of this, one machine was completely locked up. We had to wait for HP. Long story short. We're back and we're going at it. 2 new monitors came in. One of them has a wrong port. Not the monitor. This machine can handle one high speed. The other one has a different cable. That's on the way, should be resolved by tomorrow. Resolution was not the best of what I wanted for publishing. I was told, okay, Fari, take a look at this model from my friends Cash and Max in LA. Sure enough, it was good, so I opted for that. That one is this one. It just came in Thursday night, late Thursday night. We put it in by Friday, it was good. But we found out disparity, the cable was coming. And then along while I'm looking at that, I saw a better monitor, next level higher, not 2 notches up, also by Samsung. The other one, the first one was HP, which is basically LG is making it. There's LG and Samsung. Everything that's not Samsung goes to other private labels like HP or Dell. So I got this one, and this one has like a 3 weeks window. But that should be a killer for publishing. Remember, I need my front-end publishing with you guys. We're in that business. We're in that zero marginal cost and scalable business. So if you get it right, it's a pretty decent business, but we'll see. Nonetheless, we're here. All right, so one item I want to go over quickly in terms of operational housekeeping, non-hardware software. We have an exit that we're working on. Codename is Delta Force, and has to do with HR code. I don't know if I have it here. You see it on GoToMeeting. As a matter of fact, this evening GoToMeeting is going to launch a little bit later because I have a little bit more work there I got to do. And of course, the codes have to change. Last week we had a couple of people coming in for the codes that were not valid, that were current, but it wasn't part of the what they were sanctioned for. So we have to scramble the code. We're going to do that before we start the session today. We also have a rollover today. We start the U contract. So all we're going to talk about today would be M contract. That's all we have. At 6 p.m., U contract should be taking hold, and we've prepared the screens to go to U. Okay, those are already done. So, but this work I'm doing has to do with M contract. I got to extract that before I let you guys into GoToMeeting. But you have the 2 Zooms running by then. And as a matter of fact, while I'm speaking with you guys, slowly I'll fire those up so that it's ready for 6. Okay, let's see. 1 more. That's it. The time for this exit is going to be probably at least a month, and will be the basis for V 4.6. Extremely excited because it will capture majority of the run. Rather than let it fall back. Remember, here's what we're doing. We're making $5,000, $8,000, $12,000, and then by the time it closes, because on a give back basis, we keep 9, we keep 7, we keep 4. So like yesterday we made 6, and we gave back. We made 7. I think we gave back 2. We finished that, or 4, so we get 3. Yeah, we made 7, and we gave back 3. I want to capture at least that other half, or between 4 and 7. So I want to get to like 6,500 or 5,500. That's easy done. As a matter of fact, a couple of times we called it. I usually call it in the chat room. I tell them, get out now. This is it. That's visual. I'm going to put that in. It has to do with DMZ. I want to have DMZ trigger in there. And because it starts with a DMZ, we call it Delta Force because it figures out the maximum force of the rate of climb and then locks it. Boom. Okay? Yeah. That's 4.6. So anyhow, let's not worry about it. We still have a lot of work on that to do. Having said that, let's start our timing webinar. Welcome. Let's go to Econ Calendar. Last week we had the CPI. PPI is coming on Tuesday. As you know, markets on Mondays are pretty light. And the PPI final demand is here. Imagine this screen is a little bit too much high res. Let me adjust that so we can I get used to it a little bit better. Yes. Okay. There you go. There you go. So this is what I would print out and have it near me. Obviously, we want to see what the prior change was. I'm saying prior. I'm saying the revision to the prior was. That's crucial. You have a consensus. Remember, when it's this wide, anything is possible. You just gotta give it a little time. And I'm very sure that year to year is going to be 2-digit. No way it's going to dip below 10. The feeling was from a number of people about a month ago that this should print, PPI should run 15%. We're not there yet. We're at 11-ish. Don't be surprised we hit 12 plus. Could be even 13. Don't be surprised. The headline number, yeah. This number, year to year, PPI, this number, this one, this second row, this one. Don't be surprised that hits that. And then I'm saying, oh, that's a little bit too fine. Yeah, I'm just a poor dumb immigrant. I just got off the boat. As I said to this blonde girl in Cabo, it's a fancy lounge. Well, not fancy, but nice lounge down here. She goes, where? Miami? Yeah, exactly. It's too noisy for this poor dumb immigrant. So my guess is probably we got to see probably 12. 12 and a half, maybe 13. Yeah, that range. We got to have bigger number. It won't be 11. 48% is year to year just on energy. And you know what? Like most people out there, this is good for calculations, but the psychology of the market is headline. It's not X food and X energy. So even that is huge. Look at it. It's just too much. Yeah. We're in a perfect storm. Remember when we talked about Big America in October and November? People laughed at me on Twitter. Well, that's right. I just got off the boat. What do I know? Right? I just got off the boat. In Miami? Yes. Hey. So that's one. That's on Tuesday. Let's move forward. Retail sales. Oh, shit. And then Empire State, inventories, housing market. I don't know what this one is. This is new. These are standard. Let's look at what retail sales are expecting. That'll be negative. Look at wording we got from, it's supposed like it's going to be negative. Look at point. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, it's probably going to be negative. You saw what's we got from Target, and the rest of other retailers adjusted accordingly, including Walmart. I'm talking about big guns, not the small, specialty retailers. There we go. Thursday now. Housing starts and permits. Remember, you gotta get that mood. Each week is different. We're starting week 3, right? Okay. Week 1 is coming down with the non-farm. Week 2 was PPI, the big one. Now we're starting, CPI. This was PPI, housing, and retail. Here's your housing, and the key thing again, permits. Yeah. So we have to watch what the permits are going to do. All right. And the mortgage apps downtick. I expect these to downtick too. I won't get to interest rate, term structure. We'll talk more. Let's see. What else do we have to worry about? Double claim, I understand. How about Mid-Atlantic Fed? Hold on. Philly. By the way, full disclosure, Philly Fed follows Admiral Tico. So on the Twitter. Yeah, so it's Chicago Fed. 2655. I think Chicago started with Lieutenant Tico. Yeah, Kendra's dog, my ex-reference. Which is very much looked like this one. This one's a little bit blonder, but much smarter. Completely blows out the coloration. This is much blonder and much smarter. Exactly. Go figure. 2655. Look at that range. Holy macro. Okay. All right. I think all of these got a downtick. It's the rates. So industrial production. Okay. I'll look at it shortly, but Mike actually, even though it's black, I like leading indicators. i.e. CI, but CI is a leading indicator, of course. Jeez. Capitalization also, okay. That's holding up, but that's kind of low end, I think. I'm not good, but yeah, I'm not an economist, but I think this should be Normally higher than this. More like 85, but anyhow, wow. Okay, so on Thursday, I need to dig in and look at the historical values the night before on cap utilization. Okay, because I'm lost. Okay, and then let's go to leading indicators. Yeah, this mouse is a little bit too sensitive. I gotta figure this out. I'll figure it out. But for printing or not publishing or for snapping a chart, it's amazing. Yeah. Oh, 121.3. What's this? Um, all right. 0.3 negative, 0.4 negative, and 0.422. Okay. Yeah. That doesn't look good, does it? Yeah. Yeah. Remember, data doesn't lie. Politicians do. Okay, let's go to charts. Any questions so far? I'm assuming audio video is good. The charts may look a little bit thin for you. I would appreciate feedback because it is a departure. This is a much finer quality hardware. Hi, Howard. How are you? Welcome, sir. Hi, James. It's been a while, Mr. McSweeney. Yes, welcome, sir. Yeah, and of course, Dennis is here. Bravo. Okay. Anyhow, a gap down, 2 drop down. As a matter of fact, on that green day, I said, guys, this is tough. It looked like a blast mode. I got fooled. Once it broke that 40-70 area, it just all shoot out. And look what we did. All right, so the morning was okay on Thursday. It was the afternoon that went nuts. Of course, the gap down on the data. Well, okay, we're gonna make some calls here. We'll take a look. Okay, McClellan oscillator, negative 124, not oversold yet, but it's beginning to. Usually, you want to see this as for launchpad mode about negative 350, negative 300. Very far from that. This is 150, the blue line. So we're not there. As you know, I was a student of Sherm and Miriam McClellan, who designed this. And of course, mainly Miriam. She passed away recently, a few years ago, but she was the brain behind the operation there. And that's what they're calling. Fari, don't look at below until it gets to 150 and above 150. This 100 line is plus or minus 100 is a noise level. Okay, yes, ma'am, we'll do. Red Trust, completely reversed. But still a little bit on the positive side. Not sold enough. I suspect Monday morning we're going to have a tough open. For the first hour, they need that. Why? Cluster count. You already have 3 bars. I don't want to see count on that one. Wasn't long enough, but that's pretty decent. And remember, you got to add the gap in. This is market cap adjusted, right? So, but that's a movement. So this is given that up and opened. So this, I would count 1, 2. The third bar is here. Is tomorrow. That's what I'm looking for. First hour low is going to be massive. And depending on whether we have no data tomorrow, right? It's no econ data. You saw that. So this is all order flow. It's going to be on the downside. Dennis, how's the resolution? Good for the video? I appreciate from everyone, by the way, feedback if you have a chance. And let's see. Let me get this 2 up there while I'm talking. Now I got too many keyboards. Yeah, hold on. I had to buy a new computer because we deleveraged what we were doing and got 3 computers dedicated to the chat room, moderators, so they can intervene if I'm busy, which is going to get busier and busier every day the way we're going. Our statements came in for last month. The system did 96% after expenses. The 3 MNQ system at the brokerage house automatically, autopilot. I'm not even there. I don't even have access. Just do the code. I'm running it. I put together friends and family. Low amount just for people. It's not going to be advertised on the website. It's just my friends and family because they're not that rich. But you know what? If you do the pyramiding, it really builds up. If you do it 50% a month, you do pyramiding, it explodes. Yeah. First thing you do, take your money out. Then you show money after 3 months, and you scale up every 3 months. Yeah. So that's something I worked on the side. You know, I have a mentor here. He had 66 Del Tacos. Sold it for 100 mil. He's been my cigar buddy and casino buddy. Of course, I don't play. I'm here. I'm just a casino I'm in. But I've learned a lot from him. You know how many 66 Del Tacos you have as personnel? I'm very poor in that department. You know, I'm brutal from a Navy point of view, the Air Force. So I'm a good guy from that point of view. But I'm not good with people, and I'm learning a lot from him. Yeah, kind of human interrelationships and interaction, other members of the team and so forth. So learning a lot from him. But what do you got in that conversation? I have no clue. Anyhow, so what I'm trying to do. One thing he did from that 100 mil, he went and bought out all his family's mortgages. I mean, sold, paid them off. Boom. I can't do that right now, not even close. But my attitude all of a sudden was that, you know what, you got to give back, help out, any way you can. And these numbers here are too big for them to trade, and they don't know how to trade. So I built a setup that's totally autopilot, and we have about 25 people there. Here's the thing: I didn't know I had so much cousins. All of a sudden, I have a lot of cousins. Oh boy. Anyhow, but you know what? It feels good. It feels good. Anyhow, we're gonna cross down here on the CI. You can see a big bar there. Remember, we get count is important, and we had a peak the day before. We're probably gonna see an M here. I want to buy that M. I would be ready. Okay, we'll probably have a SPY trade on. We lost our last SPY trade, but we lost it early here. It's okay. Somebody got upset. He says, we lost money. First trade. I said, this is not for 1 day or 2 days. This is PMT. I'm ranked 1 in the country for 10 years. If you don't have that patience, don't come in and expect results tomorrow. That's it. We're in a very tough market. Volatility is very high. We have a lot of exogenous news. Nobody knows what's going on in Washington, Moscow, Ukraine, Canada. Every place is a mess. Look at UK. It goes back to second law of thermodynamics. The entropy of system is ever increasing. We're in that mode. We're entering a potentially. There's nothing new to you guys. I've said it. A perfect storm. And don't blame on one group or that group, all that. The whole place is messed up. Please. Don't go there. Because you know me, I'm going to come after you. And you're not going to be able to argue with me successfully. You don't read what I read. We have a lot of issues. So it's going to be some correlation. Now, how does it translate to us? Some of the correlations are broken. A lot of big money traded on correlations. They're all complaining. Every hedge fund guy I talk to is complaining. They're bleeding. When the hedge guys are bleeding, then let's be realistic about what we're doing ourselves. Okay. Hi, Scott. Welcome. So I'm looking for an M. We'll probably put another SPY call spread on. I'll show you why. But I'm not very confident about it. I still think that there's a possibility we could go down into 4th of July. There's a seasonality there. Most likely, that's what they're going to use as an excuse. Because this time is different. Yes, trust me. This time is different. Canaries. Okay. Do you want, on the Canaries, you want to watch these two charts. Okay. Transportation and Russell, and you can see the pattern. We're on dead cross. We have been on dead cross on Russell. Russell is going to dictate what's happening with NASDAQ and especially NDX. NDX will feed into SPX. Of course, big portion of a forward-looking indicator for SPX. A trader taught me that. Some 8, 9. No. It's a 2006-ish. Yeah. I was about to go for Chicago. No, I was going to Chicago a lot. And he taught me, he says, Barry, short-term, look at transportation, the dollar index versus S&P. There's some correlation. But since then, I've just looked at transportation itself because you're mixing two cash on one futures, too much adjustment you got to do. I can do it, but I'm getting busy. So I said, you know what? Let me just use SPX and transportation. There's a correlation. Transportation leads. So right now, it's not good, but it's getting to -2 sigma. Somewhere in here is going to be a bottom. This level. It's going to be a bottom. For transportation, it's going to turn. The following day, S&P will turn. Okay? If you're looking at swing trading. I'm not talking about tomorrow midday at 10 o'clock. Or what happens at 11:32. Not saying that. I'm talking about swing trade. Let's be clear there. All right, D-trenders. D-trenders shows us when we are excessively up or down from the norm. Norm being the 200-day and 50-day. Okay, not VWAP, just price action. There's no volume here. Okay, there's no volume consideration. I'm sorry, or input. We have a cross here, cross there, cross there, cross there. So all on that cross. So the path of least resistance is down. I would also look for W's here now. Okay, we're gonna look for W's, especially if the second leg is higher. If you can get a second leg higher, then we have a chance to go back up. But and why is this important? The big guys, the cash big guys, not leverage. They have all the time in the world. The cash big guys look at the trenders quite a bit, especially and then they run it like this. Nothing new. You guys have heard me say it. They run it like this, where they're looking at it on a long-term view, and they have some max and means established for X number of years back. That becomes that. For example, for this one, we'll just bring more data in if you want to run it. They'll know. Ideally, that's where it should be lightening up. For example, right up here on the 200-day, this was huge. That was almost 25%. Yeah, 25%. You don't get that often. You should get out. You look at, especially, use the trend and also execute on SPX and OEX. Okay. By the way, for the affiliate, I'm buying some Qs tomorrow afternoon sometime. If I think what the pattern I think is going to happen, not in the first hour. No, not in the first hour. Remember, also we have Fed this week. Don't we have Fed this week? Hold on. How did I miss that? Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Fed. Yeah, Fed in the afternoon. How did I miss that? Yeah, Fed in the afternoon. So remember, 2 o'clock number comes. No cell phone activity with me. I'm going to turn off the phone. 2:30. That's it. The communique. 2:30. The chair comes for his 45-minute conference. I hope he keeps it simple, not too complicated. And remember, each question is a trade. You are not going to be in that between 2:30 to 3:30 for any one long couple of 1 hour or 90-minute or 30-minute trade. You're going to be a lot of small ones. And the best thing is the moment the question is finished, wherever you are, you cover, you wait for the next question. Or you're not sure, skip a question. Okay? Or better yet, don't trade it. One of the three. Yeah, one of the three. So we have Fed tomorrow. Yeah. And then we have expiration at the end of the week. So remember, the following the Fed is always a reversal. So Thursday could be a reversal. Then you have expiration. And then day after expiration, you run another reversal. So we have a lot of cross currents this week. And some of it is by design, of course. Okay. The long term is on sell. This is a mechanical system. Sell the rally. So far is working very well. And we have sharp dead gap bounces. The sign of a bear market. At least beginning of it. The sell also had a buy on a daily, also went to a short. Remember, it does at the end of the day. These two are designed to mimic a timer digest ranks us, okay? We don't use it as a sole indicator. There was a PMT gentleman who asked, can I get that and run it myself? I said, no. This is not any of the systems we sell. I mean, we never sell anything, I'm sorry. Least, but this is just, and also it's not, cannot be run by itself. It's not adequate because it's a trend following. So it's buying the tops and selling the bottoms. If you don't put some of your own English on it, and you want to, fully mechanical, you're just waiting for a crater, to walk into a crater. Yeah, so not good. The weekly is on a slight sell here. Remember, because these two, we were not from a more the mediocre long area, and it gave back. We didn't even get to a sell the rallies mode. We just came over the center line, and then they sold it. We got into that congestion area, and we created a channel. They sold the bottom of the channel. That's where we popped out. And then we sat this out. Not going to FOMO it, because we're too far down. Just want to get some stability, get back in for a little long. And then maybe the other one I will short. I think we have a short coming. I let the market show me and why. I can't convince myself of it yet, but I know that's works. Why? I don't see a spike in volume yet. I need volume. I want baby with bathwater. I don't see it there. So yeah, that's where we are. Not a perfect world. OR 101, Operation Research 101. Decisions under uncertainty. Yeah, you cannot have. By the time it becomes a perfect world, you have the data, the movie's gone. If it wasn't, somebody like you, me, and Rich Ruscio would have cornered this market a long time ago. Okay. And none of us would be working for a living. Yeah, we would be somewhere in the Côte d'Azur with a cigarette boat, and the rest, of course. All right. So, what's happening with SP1? I get a call the other day. One hedge guy. Hey, what's your SP1 doing? I said it's above. It was right about here. I said it's above center line, and it's got to be tested. He goes, why? I said you must be wrong. He laughed and hanged up on me. So, what do you mean why? I don't know why. I don't care why. It's what the machine does. Either you trust it or you don't. Nobody told you to trust it. But then why are you here if you don't trust it? And if you do trust it, you better follow. Do something that it says. I think we're close. We're -8 almost on the Momo, the younger brethren of SP1. I would like to see a test of 10, maybe Monday. And maybe during that coming week, we'll do a W. Then I'm good. The issue becomes what happens at really expiration and end of a quarter. Remember, this is at the half-year mark. So SQ. SQ tells me we don't have much downside right now. Why? The big boys who make the bets on the SPY options, and that's how this is computed once a day after the close, says the tail risk is low. I don't know what that percentage is, but you have it on the it's a printed stuff. It's out of SQ white paper that CBOE published. When you're down here, there's not a whole lot of a bet down here. If there's no bet here, they've already profited. Remember, this was a signal. It gave a signal early. It came up, signal, and signal. Now it's saying neutral almost. It's a tail risk. Remember, it's a downside only. It's not both tails. One tail. Yeah. The downside tail. Yeah. Treasuries. Hello. Welcome to America. Exactly. That excess money we gave you, that now we're taking some out, that had a huge move in March. He had a good one already here in June. Let's see. No, is that March? Yeah, April, May, June. Yeah. Holy macro. 325. This was, well, CPI move huge. Look at the front end. Now, I do want the front end higher. I don't have a problem with that. But we're squeezing a lot of industries here. Cars, real estate, and also long-term obligations. Like building insurance company buy in like Manhattan because they have a huge outlay exposure, and they only can get that to insure themselves as having ongoing concerns. The best of this country have offices there. Of course, COVID changed some of that too. CMBSs are not doing too well. One of my clients is he works for Fannie Mae. They do a lot of rate risk intraday. That's what he does, trading. And he says, Farry, I need the system. I said, that's friends and family. He goes, I'll give you more money. I said, okay. We'll put it somewhere else. Well, not in that one. We put it in a bigger size, and he's got bigger. The smaller size of that is, it's just not going to move his needle. But they're having problems on Fannie Mae managing their risk, given the way the underlying is moving, the 5 and 10 is moving. So interesting. I didn't know that. Good to know to talk to people and get inputs. Get something different that you're looking at. We're hostages of a groupthink. Very dangerous. Yeah. Okay. This is what's changed last night or this morning. I forgot. Frankly, it's been a blur. I'm trying to get some time off. I can't. But I'm going to be out of town. I got to make reservations. Hold up. I'm going to be in Los Angeles and Northern California. In LA, if you're in LA, we'll probably get a chance. I'll do a little meetup. No guarantee, but I haven't seen the family in 2 years, 3 years. And their interest really is Tico. They've said, bring him. Don't come without him. You can be late, he can't be late, kind of a deal. My sister said, you bring him, you get a limo service, I'll come pick you up at LAX. If you don't bring him, you get an Uber yourself. And she's in the mountains. So I said, no, we'll bring Tico. Oh, yeah. So we rotated here. Last night or today, I forgot. We rotated here. Oh, this should be you. Oh, Murray, hold on. Yes, you too. Okay, let's put you. What we changed was down here. The spread now is let's see. I'm sorry. I think it's July and October. Let's see. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, July long. October. No, August can't be. No. Murray, hold on, Murray. What are you talking about? It has to be. What the hell is U? Is it W? Yeah, I think it's W. Is it W? No. Hey, what's the symbol for anybody? No, September. No, September is not enough. The one I need October. Is October V? I think it's V. Yeah, it's V. Yeah, it's V. I need October. Yeah. Long July. Yeah. That's 7th month. That's 10th. Yeah, 3 months. We did 3 months spread. Well, long July and hey Lee, how are you? And long short October. We were June long, September short, but we are past that. Why? Expiration is coming, and if you look at volume, that tells you. See, the volume is already in. Why? Smart money moves early. Average guy doesn't trade VIX futures. Give me a break. He's already seen the volume. It's already crossed. On a Friday they do, because I believe the expiration is like Tuesday for the VIX complex, and then indices and the equities on and ETFs on Friday. Remember, this is triple witch. It's end of a quarter. No more quad witching. I don't know. Esposito left. One Chicago. There goes the exchange. There's no more single stock futures. Yeah. So we're back to triple witching, and so this time we have futures, stocks, and ETFs and index. Index and ETFs are the same, pretty much. And of course, what do you call it? And futures. Yeah. So that's what's coming up. So we're at 0.78. That's negative one. We are not. No, let's see. Well, no. Yeah, we're going about zero. Once we get to zero, if this spikes up to zero, that means the front end really goes up. So the current vol, it would be as good as hold on, what is this one? Hold on, sorry guys. VXV22. Okay. We're not there yet. You see that spread? Yeah, that's not negative yet. I'm sorry, it's still negative. It's not positive. If this gets to at zero, that's the low. Historically, that's been the case. When it gets at zero, it's come to zero. When it's about negative 3-ish, negative 2.5-ish, 3-ish, then you're doing a topping. Okay. So we're looking for a bottom. This needs to get down to zero here. On Monday, obviously, I'm going to call it out during the session. Yeah, as much as I can. Okay, SP2. I know everybody's asking me what SP2 is doing. This is what we want, though, guys. Lower price, higher SP2, near 25. Not in the middle. Not near the top. Those don't do us any good. Why? You pay somebody else's gain. You want to come in and lock the low price so the gain comes to you. Like on SPYs. It's not there yet. I have a number of friends and family on standby. I'm flying the E4, the command post for the war, and they're waiting for targeting, for them to go in and be long SPY. But this would be strictly long term. I mean, at least a 1-year hold. Bob, we want to have you share that with you. Good, not a problem. Just follow us on Twitter. As a matter of fact, that we have a new social net director, social networking director. It's called Admiral Tico. So make sure you do Tico. Okay, we asked that. Do you Tico? If you don't know what I'm talking about, here we go. On TweetDeck, it's right here. Admiral Tico. What's happened to Esposito? That's Espo. That's Espo. Oh, yeah, he's doing something. Yeah, there we go. Admiral Tico. Right here. I'm sorry. Admiral Tico. Make sure you follow Admiral Tico. Okay? He's at 1272, doing good. Okay? He's doing, he'll have a chart of a day later on today. Okay? Help him out because he's got to pay his credit cards. He takes his traffic on Twitter, monetizes it, and pays his credit cards. The exception was last one. He overran one bounce. I had to pitch it. I told him last time. I said last time. And then I said, but I do you a favor. I'll pay the difference, not the whole chart. I'll pay you what you ran over. I'll pay that. But I'll put in for a request. And they gave him $1,200 next day. They expanded his line. Only in America. Yeah, exactly. So, but do forget, Admiral Tico is TIKO _ That's a handle. Remember, your Twitter handle is this. Okay, the one with the at in front. All right, let's go. I'm talking too much. My apologies. Anyhow, we hit on SP2. We hit 22.6. We're below 25, so we're beginning in the oversold condition. But there's going to be some bottom fishing. We want to get the second one that is some form of a bullish divergence. That is what? Lower price, higher indicator. No changes in this indicator. The only we have done is color. That coloring, and that's because of technology of trade session move. This has run since 98. Yeah. And the idea behind this was Stan Harley. But he would curve fit it. And I was going nuts. I couldn't do it. You can't have an indicator that you change to be optimized this month. You're curve fitting it. You're asking it to show you what you want to hear. Does that sound familiar? Yeah, exactly. You can't do that. That's becoming very subjective. You have to be objective. You do some back test, you release. That's it. Then you monitor. If after a couple of years you want to change your mind, tell me. Then you wait another 2 years. You cannot keep, finagling this. Then you're going to see the results you want to see. That's like groupthink. It's very dangerous. Don't do that. This tells us, and this is done really well for us, tells us that if you look at it, it goes like crazy. Look at that. Look, it's very, very tough to trade down there. Don't get me wrong. But you have a pretty strong run coming after that. And given the format we're in, we cannot be above 50 yet. We're selling the rallies. Selling the rallies was an overall bearishness, and there's a debt cross. We have a debt cross. We don't have a birth cross here. Let's go back to DT. Okay, let's take this one of these. Let's say Russell. You could see where, okay, now I need more data. 1 second. I want to just show you something. Okay, 2 years back, make it 4. Make it 5. Okay, 5. There you go. Now you could see debt cross, birth cross. That was a touch, but you got a debt cross. Okay, and that's Russell. Now, if you look at the time, you see it peaked last November. So smart money knew that techs are going to be in trouble. The small caps on Nasdaq up to bigger caps. Now, remember, we always look for the generals to be taken to the back woodshed. The generals, the big ones. When we start selling, when they say S&P, they're saying the Russells there. Mid caps. Now comes the FANG. If you look at what they did with the FANG in the last earning cycle, let's say late April into let's say mid-May, they took one by one and they just stripped them, and they said, "You're going to sleep outside, and we're going to dump you in an ice bucket on you, and you're going to jump in a cold water, and you stay there all night." Poor FANG got killed everywhere. When they do that, you're near bottom. They've done that. There's not much more to sell. Most of the selling is done. Now, does it mean we can withstand some crazy Six Sigma event, exogenous news like stupid Putin? Okay, that's separate. You cannot measure that. You cannot model that. That's totally out of our control. Out of our control. So I put in this category, by the way, right now, Jerry. I'm talking about Jerry. Okay, talking about Powell over at the Fed, the most powerful man right now. So because of the fountain pen he carries, yes. Actually, not that. It's keyboard. Yeah. Remember, they can change history with that keyboard. I think Ben Bernanke talked about it. By the way, Ben Bernanke did a talk in 2009. I think it was March 17. March 2nd, because 8th was the Sunday. He did 60 minutes. For the first time, a sitting Fed chair opened the doors of the temple. That's the office of the Fed, the central office in Washington. We affectionately call it the temple. And he talked about how he awarded cash to the banks to hold, to show, to cover, to all banks, to cover the banks who were in trouble, not to be the only one borrowing. It's a digit. It's a digit change on his keyboard because they have reserves for him, so that's how they control it. It's funny money. No more printing press. It's all a digit, a keyboard. So, anyhow, wouldn't you, this ratio, wouldn't you want to have that keyboard? Let's say you and I go at it in S&Ps. I'll jump on NQs. You jump on the S&P. Just have him give us a few, just one keystroke of that to us, and then we keep the money for like 2 days. And we give it back. How's that? 2 days, and then we're done. Done. I'm in Hawaii or whatever. I'm in the Caribbean. Finish the island in escrow and get a yacht, right? So if it was that easy, yeah. Anyhow, so that's what I'm looking for. SP2. I'm sorry we got digressed there, but I think the reliability of Fed's in question. If you listen to, I don't like his policies. Don't get me wrong, but Larry Summers. Also, I think he's the one on Meet the Press. And Ben Bernanke was on the Fred Zakari on CNN. One was on NBC, the other was on CNN. I was most impressed, of course, by Ben Bernanke. But one thing this morning, if you can catch it on their streamings, Secretary Summers said, "You don't get inflation at this rate, this high up, and then be transitory." I agree completely. Last time we saw this was 13 years. Yeah. I don't think we can afford 13 years. You know why? Interest expense. We had only $1 trillion back then in debt. We have 30. We added 10 since 2016. Yeah. So the interest expense is going to explode the budget. Yeah. They're going to remind them quietly, hey, yeah, you're independent, but it's like, anything else. There's really no free everything. We don't have free speech either. You cannot yell fire in a what do you call it? In a crowded, or not even crowded, just any theater. Try it one time. You're gonna be at the Federalis Hotel with a good view. I'll bring you some what do you call it? Oranges and a couple of packs of Marlboro Lights because you're gonna need it. Anyhow, sorry, I'm just having a cookie. One second. Listen, it's my Sunday. All right. So let's go to the next one. Rendezvous points. If this wasn't disappointing for you, I don't know what would be. We came up to shoot up. By the way, somebody asked what his inputs are. I put it on Twitter. It was there. They were trying to run a stock on the site. They probably wrote their own code. Code's them back. It's not mine. It's Tushar Chandy's. It involves the stochastic and the RSI combined. What we offered in our our Happy Pro, and but they were asking what the inputs were. Gladly share that, no biggie. Listen, some of the indicators we have are true and tested, not mine at all, but there are conveniences in there. Plus, it has auto calendar. One of the things we've done was to do a calendar so it knows partial days, holidays, all that, without any upkeep. It's perpetual. Yes, Marie. Yes, Marie. Yes. Yes, just remember how many birthdays I missed. How many Christmases I didn't show up. Yeah. Sounds like B2 project. Yep. I repeated some 20 years later what I did at B2 in terms of scheduling and work when I had my own website. The joys of having your own website. Yeah, sure. Sure, check it in the mail. Right. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we didn't get it there. It was disappointing. Oh, I'm sorry. I was showing to you guys not the data, but I was showing. Oh, sorry. I wanted to show you. You're welcome to take a snapshot if you want. It's studies. You can see there are 3 of them right here. I put that on. These are the inputs. Okay. Why? You want slow, you want intermediate, you want fast. So that it's the same input. I'm saying same price action input, but different set up there. Oh, guys, 1 second. Let me, while I'm talking to you, let me start Zoom sessions. Yeah, GoToMeeting will start late today. Why? I need it. Yeah, sorry about that. I'm doing something that's going to be based on that because it has to do with that stuff shows to our members. So I got to change it there. 1 second. You can just take a second. They're all automated now. By the way, we've also set up such that two of my best guys in the room have access. They can update it during the day. So if I'm in a meeting, it doesn't go through me. I have to cut back to all this stuff that goes through me. I've become the funnel. It's not good. Too tired. Okay, here, 1 second. Yeah, I got just a couple past. Oh no. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, good. And let me get this one. Okay, NQ is up. This is Zoom. NQ Zoom is up. I'll take it. I'll give a text message. It's 6 o'clock. I gotta get it going. 1 second. And then I gotta do a password for other one. And here's take strike starting. Hold on. Go. So okay, NQ is ready to go. Remember, I added a new computer here for you separately, and give you a bigger monitor. So, hold on. What's this? Yeah. Yeah. 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking. So, oh shit! It's not gonna work. Sorry. It's been a lot better doing it this way than doing it with servers in California. The delay was like you're driving a Rover. Yeah, this is quick and it's got audio. That's everything. Yeah, because those servers didn't have audios there. We had to write a program to do that. The overhead was too high. Yeah, there was everything is good. Okay, so ES is up, NQ is up. They're all U contracts. Okay, we have moved to U contract. Volume will dictate that to us shortly. I'm going to open here. This is how we go there. 1, 2. So I want ESU22 and I want NQU22. Yeah, remember, I'm just showing you in the setup here because I'm just going to get a handle on these two numbers. These two, not here. I'm sorry. These two numbers. Once it opens, if I'm counting and CME moved that, by the way. CME moved it. I think Frank Petrucci, guys, he's very good in drafting. Yeah. And he says that. He says, for a Roman, I'm pretty good. Yes, he is. From New Jersey. Yeah. But no, he caught up and says, Farry, they have moved the schedule. It's Sunday. So if it's not tonight, the rollover, the physical rollover, as proved by volume, then you could see it tomorrow morning. But that's what we've done. Look. So far, so good. All right. Let's go to VIX. Okay. Biggest spike, we turned back somehow, but not in price. Oh, panic. This was panic. Also, I don't see Four Sigma yet. Cousin, very smart, very smart. They build nuclear plants here in the U.S. Brown and Root is one of the senior engineers there. But he said, what level of VIX I do this or do that? And what's your view economically? I said, I'm none of the above. I got to see it on a chart. I got to look at my Sigma charts. I got to see it where it's showing me it's pressuring people. What I think doesn't matter. Trade what you see, not what you think. Look at my pedigree. I threw all those books out of the window in Chicago. It doesn't work. They don't teach you anything in school. You have to translate to practical terms. Otherwise, you're in an esoteric world. And it will work for you if you have billions and billions. No, we trade smaller, much smaller. So the best thing we can go is what we see on the price and volume. And this is not high enough. Is at 1 sigma. And close below. We'll see. But you guys see potentially this thing go up. You know, if we get to, there we go. Market is opening. Okay. Market just opened. How long will we do? Okay, there's you. We're down 30 handles. Yes, okay. Okay, it's getting to that route. M is still ahead. It's a little bit early. Yeah, we just opened. You can same thing also on the NQ. M is ahead in volume, so we're not there yet. But we were close. Yeah. Before it used to be Thursdays. The CME would sanction it. You would on Friday. We'll see if that's the case. It's the first time now that's on a Sunday. They have changed some things. For the better, yeah. So one of them is I've complained. Vice chairman of CME is a friend of mine. It's my cigar buddy down here. His family, 3 generations around Seabot. And he just went back up to Chicago. But he's still a board member. He's a vice chairman now, of course. I bitch to him sometimes, and he gets it. He's smart. He disagrees sometimes. He gives me an answer. I get enlightened and humble. And when he agrees, he's taking notes. Is that person? Yeah, we're here the numbers 31. Yeah, and 145. Yeah, we're not done. Look for Monday first hour low or Monday last hour low. Okay, hold on. So that's our VXN situation. I would also keep an eye on VXN. This is a very pure measurement. This is the S&P 100 protocol, the one that originally Dr. Whaley wrote. These two have same calculation. This one is based on volume of individual contract, not the nearest to the price. Okay, this is nearest to the price, so you can move around as a back door. If you're what did I do to my finger? Oh no, that's the tape. Okay, sorry. So those with the multiple. Sorry, my finger looked like it was cut. There was a tape, Scotch tape. Okay. For those who can go in there to the option chain and move it different or put more activity on the not the near term or next one, that ends up with calculation. I don't like that mess. I want my measurement to be fixed. I don't want my measurement to be dynamic. It's like your slide rule is dynamic. Think about it. Who came up with this? But it gives me a back door. And it trades a lot. Volume is huge. For CBOE, the vehicle for them to create more transactions is there for sure. But it's not a vehicle to measure volatility in my world, in the pure world of Black-Scholes and those characters. If you go to About, I come from a different breed, if you will. What happened to my thing? Murray, what did you do with my thing? Hold on. Huh? They closed it? Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Hold on. So let me put this on. Okay, here. If you go here, hit About, here are my professors. These are the guys who finished Black-Scholes model. One of them is, of course, Dr. Whaley, right there. And he's not my mentor, but I've had many conversations with him, and he's really been helpful. And those other two guys, well, Roland Geske, yeah, many years ago. I don't think they even remember me. And then of course Ed Thorpe. He may remember. We caught a mistake in CNBC. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah, and he surprised everybody. He was right. Bollinger and who's that guy? I forgot. He was. He's got a book here. I forgot. They replaced Bollinger, and he was insisting that I'm wrong and he's right. And then of course Ed Thorpe came in. This is the guy who came up 21. Yeah, Card County. Yeah. He came in and just blew everybody away. Of course, immediately Bollinger says he's right. I agree. And then the other guy, I forgot. He backed down, and then they took it off the CNBC screen. I've been a pain in the ass of a lot of people. I almost got fired at Northrop. Yeah, I covered something I'm not supposed to. Yeah. Oh wow. With 747 inventory numbers. Yeah. Anyhow. All right, we're doing this hourly. We posted on the. I know Tico is his now. This is his project. He posts them twice a day. One midday-ish, what we call current, and then of course after the close. No bottom here, guys. Look at 2 really bad days. This is nothing yet. I want to see something like this. Come down, relief, really flush next day, and then that's a good one. I want to see this set up in the volume ratio. Look where it was. Of course, it took one more flush, much higher readings, and that was a go. So we're nowhere close. So I still would be slightly bearish here. This is a mechanical system. It's not mine. I have a permission to run it. This was written. We swapped these two. I wrote this, gave to lead the moderator here, Peter Cook. Those of you in the room know how good he is. Exceptional. He's late 30s, early 40s. He's going to be a powerhouse. Just amazing. And he wrote this code, the buying power. This is actually against the futures, continuous contract. And he wrote this strategy based on these inputs. This is something special to, at least to my knowledge, to TradeStation, and is used again by Larry and Paul Desmond. By the way, on Twitter now we are per decision of Admiral Tico himself. As you know, he's a flag officer. I can't even tell him what to do anymore. He decided that you need to read this. See that? Must read. There's a tiny row. If you click on that, that's Paul Desmond. That's a basis. If you read this, that's a basis of what goes into those indicators. Okay? Because we're getting too many questions. Guys, we cannot do one-on-one anymore. There's just physically, there's not time in the world. I asked you guys, send the email upstairs to whoever you believe is up there. Tell them in aggregate. Take 2 minutes off of your 24 hours, give it to me. Okay, just 2. If you guys do in aggregate, I'll have extra hour or 2. I can get more things done. Mine, they blocked my numbers. Yeah, they blocked because I did James Maxwell equations when I was 13 or 14. So I understand my email is blocked upstairs. He won't let it come in. So do me a favor, write to him. Short here, short there. Short just started. This is tonight on Russell. This is mid-cap. Okay, EMD mid-cap. And short on Thursday afternoon after the close on ND. Now, truth to be told, I think Peter's done a good job, but he only takes the long side. No, I looked at the code. It's because well, he gave it to me. It's not a scramble. I look at it. It's and I put the chart together and all that, but the code is because he runs it. I don't think he runs all 4, but anyhow. But he is more comfortable just taking it long. Well, a lot of us, if you stay long enough, especially shares, not derivatives, you will be right at one point. Country is positive. We have a growing concern. These are 100 names, the best names, the 100 best horses. All the more ones to come in here. As long as we keep the dollar healthy, we are buying the dips will work, but it's not necessarily efficient from your opportunity cost. Does that make sense? You're late. Don't worry about it. It's being recorded. Not a problem. So on the downside, it becomes more tactical. But because of fear, it moves faster. And this hasn't done too bad. This hasn't look at that short here. Too long there covered. Went short again. Did long missed that long, but this short, and there we are. So I look at this once a day. It's a daily stuff. So all right. Here's where we are right now. This is what we have done. This gap down. And bigger gap down here, of course. Always look at percentages. That's it. Let's see. What else do I want to show you? Let's see. What I closed the other one? Okay, sorry. I need to go to this one. There we go. Because let me raise this thing. This is a new monitor. I gotta get a hang of it. But it's very high res, so I like it. But I've got news for you. I'm upgrading it. Yeah. Just got here, I'm upgrading it. Yeah. I found one a little bit better. As for $50 more, I'm doing it. With Amazon, you can swap it until about 60 days. So the moment I saw that, I put a buy and say return on these. So they're gonna cross each other. All right. By the way, I got one of these. I have another zero order. That's a different problem. This is any water. What if we get food problems? Water problems? What if they cut off our power? Yeah. Berkey water. This is any water. You pour in there, and it's going to fall right on the bottom and the carbon on top. Think about it. Make sure you have saved some food. Yeah. Some rice, some beans, some salmon or tuna in cans. Lots of water. Yeah, you just don't know. We're beginning to see a few things, a little bit here and there. It's nothing bad yet. No way. Because it wasn't be on the news. But as an indication, it's not good. Yeah, not good. So, okay. Let's think about here. Let's give it one more signal. I'm sorry, I don't mean to take so much of your time. Believe me, I have more work to do here than I like to, but it is. Okay, we're down to 25 area now. This is, I believe, 3 years. Do we go back home? Oh, let's go to 3 years. Oh, can go to 5 now? Are you serious? Okay. Murray. Okay, update. Oh, wow. Go to 5. I didn't know. This is new. More popular people demanding. Remember it was at 3 I used to bitch? Yeah. Look where we are now. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I want to see. Wow. I'm glad I ticked on that. Okay. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Wow. Here's the problem. Separation. That separation is too much mathematically. This is a moving average. You're half cycle out of phase. Right? Simple math. So, oh boy. Oh boy. We don't find support down here. We got more to go. What is this? Percent of the stocks above 200-day moving average. So this is basically a ranking indicator. Okay, no, there's a word for it. It's not. It's not. It's a scoring. It's a scoring indicator. Yeah, it's good. We're at 25% now. Okay, so I think you could probably find the bottom at 15 and below, but where we don't know. Each time is different. But you've seen it here at B15 right here. This is 2018, right? Yeah, 2018. We turn around like 12, 13. Yeah, and the retest at 15 and it went back up. Wait for the retest. Always. Why? Because they need to flush it. Yeah, they want to scare them one more time. That's how the big money operates. They go up with the weak buyers and we go down when we have weak sellers. No, is that right? Yeah, when we go up for big buyers. That means the buyers gave up. They didn't show up anymore. They gave up. That's the low. When you have weak sellers on top, they have no conviction, then we're pulling back. Yeah, we have too many buyers. We have too many buyers. Too many buyers up here. Too many sellers down here. That's because money does not go on tree. They have to burn some people. That's how it works. It's a checkmate, right? It's a chess game. You have parameters. They have to checkmate you. Otherwise, you won't give up your position. Why would you? If you're bought cash, no problem. But if non-cash, they're coming after you. Doing futures, oh, I'll start praying for you. All right, what else? I'm good here. You know what? That's my presentation. To recap, okay, where are we to recap? Again, very quickly, if those showed up late, housekeeping, there's a 3.6 on the table, version, I'm sorry, 4.6, code name Delta Force. It will be a mere incredible exit, but only about 2 to 3 times a month. That's when usually you're up 5 to 7,000 plus on 3 NQs. Yeah. That's going to keep majority of that excess. It changes the way we do. It changes the way we do trading. If I want to make sure it here, let me give you. This is a DMZ. Okay, this is a DMZ is running. Okay, let's go to 15 minutes to just give you a quick example. It will cover in this area the short. Okay, it will cover this area the short. And if you go to the other side, it won't do much here. That's noisy. But let's say you're coming up. Oh Jesus! Hold on. Let me get you quickly. And so that's what I've been busy with for the last 4 or 5 days, and now it's going to a crescendo. And so I'm opening the go-to-meeting a little bit later than normal. Let's do this. Okay. Well, okay. So here's what we'll do. On a run up here, it'll stop right there. It will not keep you to this BS. Now remember, it's first instance of it. You can't know the future. This is how the price comes to you. How can you tell? But not giving back or getting into side effect and time. Time on target, squeezed. Why? That's what you want to be. SEAL Team 6, what I call SEAL Team 7. Maximum lethality, short term on target, and come back victorious. It's called Delta Force. It's going to be a while. But I've been very, very involved with it. It has to do with that machine, the one that you guys see go to meeting. So that we're going to start a little bit later today. So back here, we talked about quickly the charts. The prognosis is we have not seen the low. We're close. With a shake coming, what dictates to us is the volume. And you can see this. We're beginning to spike. These are good. These are all good. We did spikes, some crazy days, and then those are the bottom. If you're buying for a longer term, I think we're near the worst case on inflation. It's my feeling. It's just the way things are. It's especially because the market is reacting very harsh on headline number. And we know we cannot have these numbers. Why? Rates, look at what rates are doing. Go to Treasury, and this is going to kill the budget. I mean, what percentage of the budget should be just interest on interest? It's just too much. We're right now borrowing to pay the interest. Yeah. Oh, great. Oh, we have great politicians. Great asset managers. One better than the other. I would send them all to Gitmo. But you're lucky I wasn't born here. Now, what else? VIX, I would want you to watch the 3 Sigma and up. We only had one. And I would also want you to watch VIX, especially VXM, because a lot of us will trade NQ. And we'll keep you posted on this. I gotta talk to Tico. He's like posted this twice, and he said like somebody complained, didn't understand it. I said, okay, young man, that's okay, don't worry. He's just too busy. He's sleeping a lot. He's thinking about his next fillet. So, too many questions. He just say no. But anyhow, he will promise to give us a couple of posts of these a week. Remember, these are swing trades, so you don't want to be able. You don't need to be nervous about. Oh, did I catch the last trade or not? Okay, and because it's a trend following, near the extremes, it could be what do you call it? It could be it could create a whipsaw effect. Okay, so we got to be extra careful with that regime. All right, I'm done. Anything else? I still think about July 4th might be a low cycle wise. I haven't talked to one of my guys in Chicago. Is very good at that. XSMP trader, yeah. He was spot on in February. You saw it. It was spot on. Remember, guys? We had a 199 to 1 trade. Yeah. Just incredible. Yeah. All right. Don't know about webinar this Wednesday. Maybe we may need that. We're going to be back to Wednesday webinars. We moved our open house to Tuesday. I think we're ready for that. If not, we'll be Thursday. We don't do anything on Thursday, Friday, Wednesdays for the ORB, just for open house. Yeah, and we're also scrambling the accesses today. So I got to go and get that done out of the way too before we open the GoToMeeting. Any questions for me? I thank you all for coming and spending the afternoon with us a little bit. Again, during the week, we had to reschedule. I had a number of mechanical issues coming up, including my car, and that's my safety for Tico. And it had an alignment issue. I drive very fast, and so it adds up. And they couldn't figure it out. So, and we just done alignment. It was just an alignment like in February. And it's been 4 years. This car keeps up pretty good. But somehow was off and found out to be there was a camber. There was a mistake. They had to adjust it, and now we're good. It really feels good. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you for coming in, man. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys on the other side. Remember, we are. Oh, that's one. Yeah, that one's still on M. I got to do a couple of more snaps on M22. Okay. And then we started. Okay. I will put it on the Twitter when it's up, ready to go. Meantime, you have ES and NQ on Zoom, on what do you call it? On the OTF. So you already have what you need. The only thing you don't have right now is a DMZ, but with a move like this, DMZ means almost nothing, right? So let me finish what I need to do for Delta Force. Project Delta Force, and then I'm going to take part of my evening off. I'm fried. I'm fried. One of the things that I'm getting is a coaching for my time management. There's so much going on. There's so much opportunity. But am I on the right project? Am I spending my Delta time, my extra Delta time, the next Delta of your time on the right project? It's a linear programming problem. Yeah. What are those priorities and all that? I'm bringing a coach in to help me with that. It's a friend of mine. She lives down the street. She's very good at this stuff. But she's done very well in her company. So I'm getting some coaching there because I'm just overwhelmed. But of course, we had growing pains and we had hardware software issues. Most of it from Mr. Microsoft. By the way, one more thing. One more thing. Hold on, Murray. I completely forgot about that. Okay. Attention, elite members. Attention, elite members of the proprietary day trading system we have. So hold on. This doesn't apply to everybody. I can't find the mouse. I got to change my, what do you call it? Track so I can drag it. I can see it. The second category, the elite system for the NQ or MNQ. Remember, we're running on update 64. There we go. Hold on. Where'd this go? There we go. If you click here, we'll make a separate drop down, but if you click here, that goes to the elites, the elite MNQ. This is small, only trades MNQ. The NQ, the regular elite trades both. Okay, now we're on. Notice what we did there. We are now showing the subversion. So update 64 subversion. On subversion 15, we have noticed something. Our software key. Let me sign in. Hold on. I'm sorry. I want this to be recorded. This is important because I don't get a chance to go over everything. I'm gonna make a note saying, guys, go see. But a little bit beginning, I forgot this part at the end of this webinar. Please see that after we post it on YouTube. So here's the landing page. 64. This was having problems. It was flagging this as a packed issue in the packing of the file. It couldn't depack it. It couldn't open it up. Okay, it's like zip and unzip. You couldn't unzip it except use a special code that comes from TradeStation to keep the encryption in place. Not my encryption, their encryption. There's two levels of encryption here: one by TradeStation, one by HA. That was falling apart on Friday afternoon. It took me until Saturday morning, like 2 a.m, where I got it fixed. Of course, I was probably not see some friends. But I came back, Tico slept, and I just sat down looking here. I said, I got to fix this. Here's what's coming from. When they had that update coming from Microsoft on the .NET, they told us, update 64 is going to come. Don't run 63, it's going to be in trouble on Windows 11. Okay? And remember, we need the Pro version. Windows 10 Pro or Windows 11 Pro. And finally, I got that fixed because after my machine messed up, brought everything in, and guess this problem occurred. The pack doesn't work if you have a 63 there. Okay? You can't add to it. You cannot append it. You have to erase it, create it purely in 64. So I'm going to do that tonight. So those of you elite members, either the regular elite, or which is MNQ, NQ, or the MNQ, which is the smaller one, just for testing, and only goes through 9 contracts, which is 9/10 of 1 NQ. It's really good for people to come in, understand how we're doing, understand how to set it up, write on the system, make sure it's working. Especially some people have like Apple. Okay, you got to put parallel in there. There's a lot of steps in there. Go ahead, do it on MNQ, then you can graduate. Usually after a month or two, people upgrade. I want to do the big one. Now I'm comfortable. I say, fine, no problem. Yeah, it's a lot easier to get confidence in the company, the software, where your standard change could be $300 versus $3,000 per day. Yeah, that's what the change is. Yeah, so do that with the $300 and then you move on. Both of these are impacted. Both of these have new code. I've already done individual components. I just have to pack it now. Remember, each of them have to be recompiled. Yeah, it's 2 programs, 1 indicator, and 5 encryption keys. So it's 8 components. I've done them all. I just have to pack them, send it out, and tell you guys. Nothing has changed. You don't need a new TSW. You just need to put this in because you probably have a mix in there. Why? As more people come in, this key changes. There's one key for everybody, and it rolls over every month. It's very cleverly done by TradeStation for me years ago. And we've kept it up. But these are much more complex polynomial for encryption, and I don't know what's causing it. All I know is that our servers would not allow you to touch it. If you go to the download, it would say file not available. See? You hit that, it starts downloading. It wouldn't do that Friday morning. It was flagging. See, I can download it. I don't need it because it's on this machine, but it came from this machine. But it was failing. And my CTO, Larry Brown, not the guy with the trading, but the website guru of ours, which has been with us for 20 some years. He was going nuts. When he goes nuts, we have a problem. Usually when I don't get it, Nancy could help. Okay, maybe Cash would help out, but Nancy and Larry could do. When Nancy says, "Hey, I don't want to touch it. This is above my pay grade," and Larry goes nuts after an hour, so he's like, "This is impossible." I said, "Well, it is." It turned out that the Microsoft Azure is a very, very restrictive environment. That's why they're really ranked one in the malware and the virus and all that. Very restrictive. It would not allow that there because there was something corrupted in the package. Can you believe this? They were seeing inside the ELD and seeing there's a corruption. Now, I have people who download and run it, but something there was not correct. Refresh it, everything is working fine. And we're going to go with the refresh module. But there's nothing actionable. Just you click it, put it on desktop, click it, and that's your new software key. Okay? I can upload it. It's not there yet. I don't need to change. I'll embed it in that and upload this. Okay? And remember, there's always a software key in the total package. It has to. Can't run without a software key. This is just for end of a month convenience. Okay? Much faster to distribute and much faster to invoke. Okay, guys? Well, believe me, we're looking at it from way different angles. Why? We're going through a lot of growing pains. It's doing 60, 70, 80% return. Yeah. The demand is just too much. There's so much I can do. And so that's why I've offloaded some to Chicago. All right? Any questions for me? I talk too much. I'm sorry. We're good? All right. Good night, all. We'll see you shortly. Okay? Maybe Wednesday, maybe Thursday. Let's see what kind of week we have. I'm more event-driven than quota, but middle of the week, Wednesday is fine with me. We'll just play by ear. All right? Have a great evening. Good night. Thanks, Greg. Thanks, Dennis Ullman, and the rest of the folks here. Enjoy your Sunday. I'll post this and our YouTube channel. I suggest you guys just subscribe to it. Much easier. There's about 1,430 people there. Just click on it and boom. The moment we start the upload, which is after this post process, probably half an hour from the 45. The moment, and you gotta, as long as it doesn't fail, I guess it has to be end of the upload. Upload is about 2-3 minutes. Post processing takes longer. It's about half an hour. But 2-3 minutes, you get an email. By the time you log in on YouTube, it's there waiting for you. Okay. Thank you. Any questions, anything, you can just send me an email. We'll see you either midweek or so forth. And don't forget, on, we'll update this. No. I owe you guys an update here. I completely forgot. See, when you log in here, it gives you a schedule. Okay. We blew through that. This is going to be Tuesday. This one was just now, so I'm just going to put the next Wednesday. Okay. Thank you. Have a great one. Bye now. You got it, Human. You got it. You'll love the Delta Force. Oh, you gotta be. I know you're a fast trader, and you get in there to preserve them. I love what you do. That's the way I think too. This Delta Force, if I get it right, you're gonna go jump up and down. You're gonna do cartwheels. Yeah. No, you know quite a bit already. You're almost too dangerous. So don't worry, you're doing fine. Remember, you cannot. Remember one thing that we said in the user guide. You cannot. I forgot this too. One more thing. You cannot backtest the market structure. You can't. Don't even go there. You can give me all kinds of reasons why it works here and there. I'll give you enough exceptions where I blow you out of the water. So it's just you can't. That's the problem. But that's always a problem with system trading. Oh, get that. There we go. Two more things. I'm sorry, guys. Two more things. System Trading Suggested Reading. Get this book. Must read. By David Standall. Good friend. Peter's good friend also. It's very inexpensive. It's paperback. It gives you, manages your expectations of what happens with system trading. Very different with day trading. We added here, guys, by the way, this is updated user guide. Okay. Look at date. And we added this thing, which is very crucial for us. We found an error. That was fixed. This had to be adjusted slightly given the volatility is changing. We're already taking it on, upgrading it. Why don't we just check for volatility? But more importantly, we added a safety issue. We added a time bomb on the version control. So you cannot put a current key with an old version. It's instead of looking forward, we made a loop look backward too. So it does both. So that why? If we do TeamViewer when you have a problem, one guy was running 4.2. I was ready to launch missiles at him right there. We're at 4. We were not 4.5, we're at 4.4. We're middle of this. He's 2 versions behind. The software key is current, but the software was keeping up with it. We made a filter there. So look for a checksum. If it doesn't match, no go. You have to have the current software. And people are appreciating that. Yeah. And it also lowers our tech support time. Yeah. Anytime, woman, anytime. All right, guys. Enjoy your weekend. We'll talk soon. And good luck. Tomorrow's going to be difficult. Don't kid yourself. Yeah. See you. Start post-processing immediately.